I'm going to be bringing different people from comedians to musicians
Okay.
to content creators. So I'm just looking to introduce everyone together. We don't have anything like that in Worcester. That's the initiative behind this. So there are lots of Africans, but we barely know each other. We don't meet each other in events. So this would bring us all together.
Welcome to another edition of Kanayo's Corner. I've got a very interesting guest on the show tonight, Mr. Hassan Emiola. Hassan actually is the assistant manager of our local football club, WNFC, but he's here to talk about something not related to football at all. It's his new initiative. I always tease you, Hassan. I say you're just like 50 Cent, get rich or die trying. What
Yeah.
initiative, what ideas do you have tonight?
Actually, my idea for tonight would be Afro Vibe. So Afro Vibe, as the name shows, so it's just me bringing African culture, African energy, African vibes to Worcester. So I sat and thought about how big Worcester is without any particular event that that has a tag that says African. So it's just a way of me introducing our culture, introducing our energy to not just Africans in Worcester, actually, to every tribe, every ethnic group, every culture. So that way we can all integrate and understand each other better.
Okay, so is Afro Vibe like sort of like an event organizer like platform that you're thinking of? Like, what exactly
Yes.
will you be
So
doing with Afro Vibe?
I'm actually looking to diversify. So I'm starting out to be an event promoter. So I would do my own event and then help other Africans promote their events. So we're looking to actually get it to a point where it's a show where we do every summer or
Okay,
to where we have a particular show for this day or a particular show for that day. So that's the way, that's the goal.
okay. So who is your or who I mean like who's your target audience?
Mm. Like I said, as the name connotes, Africans. But lots of African friends and family now have other people from other countries. So there's a way of introducing this to the Africans and their friends from different
Yeah,
countries. That
absolutely.
way, yes, that way everyone comes together and then we learn each other's culture.
Okay, and no doubt, Worcester, where we are located, has a lot of blacks, like like lots of Africans, Afro-Caribbean. So I guess you wouldn't be lacking in terms of target audience, those who are interested in things like this. So would it just be events like you've described, or are you thinking about a long term, like having like infrastructure, like African shops, African stores, restaurants, things like that in the future?
So um I am, how do I put this? I like being in the background. So I do not want to be in a place where people get to see me every day. So if you own a store or a restaurant, they get to see you every day. But it will
Okay.
be something of see me once in this season, say spring, winter, summer, but it's going to be big. So you see me, you know, it's a big show, it's a big event. I'm going to be bringing different people from comedians to musicians
Okay.
to content creators. So I'm just looking to introduce everyone together. We don't have anything like that in Worcester. That's the initiative behind this. So there are lots of Africans, but we barely know each other. We don't meet each other in events. So this would bring us all together.
No, yeah. So that sounds interesting. How did this idea come to you? Like, what was the so take me back to the very first time or the very first point you thought about this.
So I've been known to bring people together. So in my
Yeah,
house,
that's true though.
yes, yes, I have this ability that I know that I can organize things and bring people together. Then I just keep thinking about it. If I can bring people together in these numbers, why do I not try to bring it in a bigger way? So I have to say, in that way, you, Kanayo, is the motivation behind that. You have this mindset that if you can think of something, don't just think and leave it in your head or in your notepad. Take action. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm taking action.
Fantastic. And yeah, and I endorse that. I think I had this conversation with you off camera. I was like, for me, any idea I have, I act on it. I don't like to sit on ideas. And that's why I'm involved in a lot of things. Of course, like what we're doing now, this podcast, our football, any idea I get. And for me, I've said this before to to some of you guys. I get my ideas right when I'm in the bathroom. I don't know if that's just me or or
I
if this
have to
happens to
say,
any people.
I believe that's you. I get my ideas when I'm driving. So when I'm
Oh,
driving
really? Oh,
alone,
cool, cool. Okay,
when it's
cool,
just
man.
me in the car, this is when I'm able to think about different things. Actually, yes, that's
Okay,
where I get my ideas from.
okay, fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. So, have you had any like challenges, like whilst you are planning to launch this, like, so like what
Yes,
sort of, hindrances have you had,
yes.
and how can
Uh,
you navigate them?
so how do I put this? I have this mindset where if you need to do something and you know you don't have the skill, it is okay to contract it. So
Okay,
contracting my images, my logo, my flyers, I was having problems with that to start with. I didn't know how to go about it. I didn't know how to create this or how to, but I already took the initiative of opening my social medias, but I didn't know what profile picture to put, what my first post should be and everything. So that was the first hindrance. But then I reached out to our famous and amiable captain, Udeni. So he did put me through a couple of things. Then I reached out to you also. And then here we are.
fantastic, fantastic. And obviously, you are planning an event this weekend in our football
Yes.
club. It's just going to be like a local hangout. So is this going to be part of Afro Vibe, like like
Yes.
your
So
maiden, yeah.
officially, that's going to be my first event. That's going to be my first showcase. That's going to be
Officially?
yes, officially. That's going to be my first event. There'll be more to come. More. I have loads of things planned for this summer. So it's a good weather, so it's best to make use of it. Yeah,
Fantastic. I mean, you said officially, yes. I mean, but yeah, but no doubt you've arranged so many hangouts in the past, like,
a
in your
lot.
back garden, in your living room,
Yes,
so, but this is going to be the
yes.
first
That's
Afro Vibe event. Okay. Okay. So what, I mean, it might be an obvious question though, but I'd like to hear your take on this. So what do you think will be the advantages that Afro Vibe can bring to the community?
so. Uh, it brings so I would say community. I think
Yeah.
that beats anything else. When you have a community, everyone can link up in different ways. So we have different guys with different business ideas, so or different ladies with different business ideas. Afro Vibe would give us an avenue for us all to meet and discuss. So I could have an idea where I'm listening to music and dance, I've met someone and then I share my ideas with them, and then it goes from there. Well, we wouldn't be able to do this if there's no avenue for us all to meet. So that's the main advantage of, of this business, of this event, of this thing I've created to bring people together.
Yeah. So have you shared this idea with with people outside of myself and the other guys in the football club?
No, actually, I so after I've decided I want to do this, I'm using this medium to explain myself and then let everyone know what Afro Vibes is about. So there are loads of African restaurants, African shops, African where I'm going to be reaching out to each and every one of
Okay.
them. Say, promote your business, get you out there, get you more customers, get you more traffic in your restaurant shops. Just an avenue for everyone to meet and then promote their businesses.
Yeah, that sounds nice. So, so what motivates you to do things like this?
So actually, I like to be self-employed. So that is my real my real, how do I put this? My drive. I do not like to work for anyone.
Okay.
I want to be able to control my own time. I want to be able to do what I want and when I want it. I don't want to have an
Yeah.
employer where they control how I move around, or I like to have my own free time. So that's the drive behind creating this type of vibes.
Yeah. Okay. And obviously, you are involved in lots of things, as I know. So, how have you been able to find that balance? Of course, work, other things that you do, a family and stuff, football, being the assistant manager. How do you balance all of this?
I am very good with multitasking. If I don't have a lot going on, I don't think I feel like I've achieved anything. I have to have a lot going on. I have to have this, that, my business, and adding these Afro vibes, my family, my friends. I am very, how do I put this? I like being there for everyone. So I
Yeah.
like, I like to see people comfortable. I'm like a problem solver. That's what my friend called me. My friend, yeah, he calls
Okay.
me a problem.
Yeah, that sounds nice. I mean, I can relate with that in some ways because I guess I'm like that, somewhat. I like to do stuff. I like to create, and if I don't create stuff, I feel like a part of me is missing. And I can relate that to God really because God created everything, and in the
Right.
Bible in story of creation, after God made everything, so the verses always end with, and God saw that it was good. So, and we are made in God's image and likeness. So we are all creators. And so whenever
Yes.
I create stuff like this, what we're doing now, or football or stuff, I create stuff, I feel good. So do you feel good, like, like when you do stuff like you are doing now?
Yes, I do. I do. You There's no way you won't feel accomplished when you are able to
Yeah,
do the
solve
things you
problems
just
and
thought about. Yes. That sense of accomplishment comes naturally. So that's just the vibe behind it, the drive to create something, think about it, be able to put it to table and then watch it grow. Watch it get to where you imagine and when you do not even imagine. So that's the goal actually.
okay. So after this event or this hangout that we're going to have this weekend under Afro Vibe, what's the next event that we can expect? Do you have any dates in mind for anything?
I do not have a date yet, but I'm planning a Afro vest in Worcester. It's going to be a big one. I'll be dropping the ticket link on my bio so people can purchase, come for Afro. Good music. I have been able to plug myself in the right places. So basic Afro vibes where you go to a show and there's a DJ playing music you understand. There's hype man hyping everyone up. There's music and yeah, just bringing the African vibe to Worcester where we only have music we don't really understand. So we don't have a piano. That's what we enjoy. So that's what I'm bringing.
Yeah. So any reggae, I mean, because I'm a fan of reggae music, so there has to be some reggae involved in anything they're doing.
So an hint, I think I'm not very sure yet. We would be having
Come on, bro.
a Jamaican DJ.
We got
So
a Jamaican
that
DJ.
yes. So
Okay.
he would be able to give us the reggae that we are looking for.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a word with your Jamaican DJ, okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, Hassan. Yeah, so it's been nice having this chat with you. You've shared your ideas. Yeah, so do you have any final thoughts before we wrap this up?
Yes, I want to use this medium to speak to everyone. Let's support ourselves in all possible ways. So we only have ourselves. So whether we do like it or not, we are in a foreign land and we've all come here to achieve great things. So we can only go forward and grow by supporting each other. So if you see a brother where he has a business, patronize their business. If you see a sister that does this or that, patronize them. This is the only way we can grow. The UK is a very, how do I explain it? Is how do it puts you in a box. So letting the other person know that they have these people they can go to, or they have someone who would buy into their businesses, who would buy into their ideas.
Yeah.
This is the way we can help each other. So that's what I would employ everyone.
Yeah. And also, if you're watching this and you haven't yet subscribed to this channel, do exactly what Hassan says by, by supporting us and subscribe. If you're into football and you're in the region and you want to meet guys, play football, by all means, you can join WNFC, okay? Yeah,
Yep,
so like, share, and subscribe. Hassan,
yep,
it's been a pleasure
yep.
having you on this
It's been a
show.
pleasure. Thank you very
Yeah,
much. See
and
you
I'll see
very
you on
much.
Friday, Friday Night
See
Football.
you then.
All right, stay well.
Thank you. Yep.